Milford, Iowa teen has now reached the highest honor achievable through the Boy Scouts of America, combining his love of fishing with his love of community, all in an effort to make an impact for years to come. KTV's Ellen Ide introduces us to Northwest Iowa's newest Eagle Scout.
The Milford Boy Scouts have been very successful producing Eagle Scouts out of our troop. It takes a lot of dedication by the scout himself, but it also takes a lot of dedication with the parents helping that scout, along with all the leaders.
Will Anderson got his start as a first grader joining Cub Scouts. Now, with help along the way, he's completed his Eagle Scout project. This is a milestone just 68 young men from the Milford troop have accomplished since 1983.
In order to become an Eagle Scout at your Life Scout rank, you have to come together with a project that is going to benefit the community in a way like what Will's project's doing here.
That project combines the 16-year-old's love for fishing and his father's connection to the Dickinson County Conservation Board.
When I heard that they were digging out of the pit and wanted to put more fish into it again, I'd asked if they needed habitat in there, and so that's how it all came about.
Westport Park is a 10-acre gravel pit turned fishing pond. The pond was first stocked back in 2023 with help from the Iowa DNR and the Dickinson County Conservation Board in hopes of building a thriving fishery.
They wanted to make the fishery great so that people can use it and whatnot. So I've built over 20 structures for it, and it's just hopefully that the public can use it and have fun.
The new fish habitats are built from both wood pallets and cedar trees. The structures are attached to cinder blocks and will be dropped to the bottom of the pond. While Anderson was diligent in coordinating the project, it took a team to bring the final construction to life.
I think it's very rewarding that the boys get to work on these projects and they're solely responsible to make this project come to life. A project like this is going to benefit this area for years and years.
In Milford, Iowa, Ellen Ide, KTIV News 4.
The fish habitats will be placed in Westport Pond by the Iowa DNR early next week.